Arizona Wildcats transfer Wendel Mo became Tennessee's first transfer portal pickup this offseason. The Vols landed him yesterday. Wendel Mo comes out of Long Beach Poly High School in Long Beach, California, which is in LA County, Southern California, right where Nico Iamaleava is from. He's an interior offensive lineman who is basically considered a 3-star transfer across the board. Stands at 6'2", 339 pounds. He was part of the 2022 recruiting class, redshirted that year, but immediately became a starter in 2023 under Jed Fish and offensive coordinator Brennan Carroll when they ran a pro-style offense, helped Arizona go 10-3, finished number 11 in both polls. He was second-team All-Pac-12 that year. Now, this past year, he started every game again, was not second-team All-Pac-12, and the program took a step back going 4-8 and 2-7, moving over to Big 12 play under new first-year head coach Brent Brennan and first-year offensive coordinator Dino Babers. However, Dino Babers does run they are running the veer and shoot offense right now, which is similar to what Josh Heupel's running at Tennessee. And so Wendel Mo is a proven commodity. He started 2 years. He's proven that he can be a very good player because although it wasn't a pro-style offense, he did earn all Pac-12. And he has started in the offense that Josh Heupel runs. So he's the perfect plug-and-play fit guy. No matter what else Tennessee does the rest of the offseason in the transfer portal, Wendel Mo is their biggest, most important pickup in the transfer portal. Their first pickup is the most important, and it's not just about his ratings. It's about what he's proven on the field to this point, the fit he is, and the need Tennessee has. Because Wendel Mo, at 6'2", 339 pounds, literally can just plug himself in and replace Javonte Spraggins. He's the exact same type of player profile as Javonte Spraggins. And with that in mind, I think Wendel Mo is a huge get. Look, Tennessee has a big issue this offseason. Cooper Mays is leaving. Javonte Spraggins is going to be gone. It's very, very, very highly possible that Andre Carrick does not get his final year get that extra year of eligibility he's been fighting for. So Tennessee's entire interior line could be a really big issue next year. I would assume, even with Weiss and Ling entering the portal, William Satterwhite will probably plug in at center. That's my guess. And I would also say that Javonte Spraggins, with him gone, I would say that with him gone, that's going to be a big issue with the right guard spot with Tennessee's running game. Now, Wendel Mo is more comfortable at left guard where Andre Carrick is, but Glenn Ellery has shown a propensity and ability to flip linemen if he does it early in the year, and I'm talking in January, and then keeps the players committed to playing that role the whole year. So Wendel Mo is a huge pickup, guys. This is, again, he's immediately going to start for Tennessee on the line at guard. They're going to plug him in immediately, and they should be able to make a big, big, big impact with him in the game. Now, I will say that there's obviously the issue of health. There's the issue of, even though he's familiar with this offense and he's proven to be good, he has not proven to be good in this offense yet. But again, Arizona just took a step back all the way around last year, so you can't fully put that on Wendel Mo. We're going to have to see how a bunch of other things play out. But overall, he is a great pickup. This is filling a huge void. That's not to say that Tennessee doesn't have other voids to fill, okay? They have quite a few. They could use upgrades at places, including wide receiver probably. They may need another all-purpose back with Dylan Sampson, likely going to the NFL after this year. But at least at this point, Wendel Mo is a great, 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 great pickup. I think that more is to come. I think this was a priority for the Vols, and they got him over. They got him over Auburn. They got him over quite a few people, by the way. So I think that, and again, Javonte Spraggins is 6'3", 330. Wendel Mo 6'2", 339. So they're very, very similar in size. Now, they probably want to trim him down a little bit to be able to run this offense. That's probably going to be their focus. You want to probably keep him at the 330 range. But for those who don't know, Tennessee's run game goes based off what the interior line does, the interior blocking does. And I mean, it's a very, very difficult there's a lot of pressure on the interior line in this offense. Dylan Sampson's success has been because Cooper Mays and Javonte Spraggins and Andre Carrick on the other side have worn people down. And I don't think we can just ignore that. So with that in mind, I do have to say that I think Wendel Mo is, again, he's perfect. He's a perfect fit. We're going to talk a little bit more about him in 1 second. First, the show brought to you by Medicare Misty.
I've been in business actually 19 years this year. I've been in the community since 1993. You're getting a lot of information. Unlike when you were working, they made the choice for you. Now you have to make the choice. Come to us and let us help you make it easy. Call Medicare Misty, MedicareMisty.com or 423-777-5577. Let us help them sleep at night.
And we call her Medicare Misty.
All right, guys. Again, what do you guys think of Wendell Mo on the message board? I think Wendell Mo is, again, I think this is the first plug and play transfer they picked up. Now, let's do a caveat here. Why does Tennessee need to keep going the transfer portal route for offensive linemen to plug and play? They have consistently signed 4 and 5 offensive linemen in every recruiting class under Josh Heupel. Now, I get it. In the era of the transfer portal, it's free agency and the NIL. You go and you buy who you can buy and you get who you can get to plug in. But what happened to development? There is still not an offensive lineman under Josh Heupel who was signed out of high school by Heupel and became a regular starter on this line. And Tennessee, it's not like they haven't recruited a lot of linemen. There are still a lot of linemen on this roster. And you have to ask, why are they even worrying about having to go out? The whole idea of recruiting well and scouting talent well was, okay, we lose guys. We use the NIL to keep who we have, i.e. what Michigan did, because I thought Tennessee was doing the Michigan model. And then it'll be next man up, and you'll just run a solid program like an old school way of doing it. It just won't stand out as much. I mean, guys, I don't want to bring this up, but there are too many linemen, and I'm just going to break them down in the class real quick, who signed with Tennessee, who you thought would be able to step up. We just brought up William Satterwhite, signed with Tennessee. Vyson Ling has hit the transfer portal. Masai Reddick is in the program. He hasn't really played at all recently. There is Aiden Bussell, Bennett Warren, highly touted player out of Texas, 4-star. Max Anderson, Jesse Perry, Brian Grant. I mean, why have none of these guys, Larry Johnson III, Gage Ginther, Shamarad Umarov, why are none of these guys working out? And again, yes, Vyson Ling has hit the portal. You expect a couple of guys to hit the portal, but with all the guys I named, how come none of them are able to work their way into the starting lineup? I mean, somebody might have to do it at tackle next year because I think John Campbell Jr. is gone. Lance Hurd will be back. But again, let's just break down all the linemen who have started under Josh Heupel since he's been at Tennessee. His first year, he had Cade Mays, Cooper Mays, Jerome Carvin, Javonte Spraggins, and Darnell Wright. All of them were recruited by Jeremy Pruitt, except Cade Mays, who was a transfer to Jeremy Pruitt, but still recruited and signed by Jeremy Pruitt out of high school. And Jeremiah Crawford was part of that rotation. Then the next year, Jeremiah Crawford's still in the rotation. You have Darnell Wright at right tackle, Javonte Spraggins at right guard, Cooper Mays at center, Jerome Carvin at left guard, and Gerald Mincy and Jeremiah Crawford split time at left tackle. Mincy was a transfer from Florida. Crawford was a signee out of junior college. The other 4 were recruited and signed by Pruitt. The next year, in 2023, you're dealing with John Campbell Jr. You're dealing with Cooper Mays again. You have Gerald Mincy and Jeremiah Crawford again, JUCO, transfer from Florida. John Campbell Jr., transfer from Miami. And Cooper Mays, Javonte Spraggins on the interior, and Andre Carrick comes in, and he is a transfer from Texas. And now this year, your starting line has largely been John Campbell on the right side, Lance Hurd on the left side, John Campbell on the right side, who transferred from Miami, Lance Hurd on the left side, who transferred from LSU, Cooper Mays at center, signed by Jeremy Pruitt out of high school, Javonte Spraggins at right guard, signed by Jeremy Pruitt out of high school, Andre Carrick at Texas at left guard, transferred out of Texas. We're entering year 5 next year of Josh Heupel's tenure at Tennessee. At some point, somebody he recruited out of high school on the offensive line is going to have to be a starter. Not to tout the addition of Wendell Mo. I think he's a great pickup, and I think he's going to be great for Tennessee. But you do have to wonder why 4 years in, going on year 5, have they not been able to start an offensive lineman they signed out of high school? It's just been crazy to think about. So that's the one concern of this, but it's also that concern is why Wendell Mo is such a big pickup. But you can't have one without the other. You can't say that Wendell Mo is going to be the biggest pickup of the all season because he was the biggest need, and he was. But ignore the fact that the reason that's the case is because Tennessee can't seem to get the linemen they signed out of high school on the field. And that's just a big concern and a big problem. And it's something Josh Heupel is going to have to address because it's getting more and more alarming going into year 5 that he hasn't done that.